depending on the type of projects that you make, you may or may not need thinner stock. You can purchase thinner stock at some hardwood dealers, but you pay more for it, obviously, because a lot more preparation was involved. But if you have the right equipment, meaning a table saw or a table saw and a bandsaw, or maybe just a bandsaw, there's different ways to process it. But if you have the right equipment, you can create your own thinner stock. I'm in the process of making a couple of Noah's Arks to replace two I recently sold, and for the animals for this particular ark I need 3/8 inch thick material. I had some oak and some poplar already down to that size. It was left over from previous projects, but I needed some walnut and I needed some sapele, and sapele is a brown wood in the mahogany family. This is what I'm going to be making out of the sapele. I'm going to show you what to do, how to resaw if you need thinner material. Now I have two choices here. I can either just plane this down to, I need 3/8 thick. I can either plane this down to 3/8 thick, or I can do what's called resawing. And this is pretty much exactly at an inch. Okay, what I want to do is I want to just, like I said, I want these edges at a 90. And I want them a little smoother because I'm going to resaw. This is 5 3/4, and I don't need to take much off. I just need to shave off like a 1/16 of an inch, if that. So I'll set the table saw there. I'll run it through. What I want is I want to make sure that this sits on the table like that. Now, this is going to be a resaw, so I have to take this fence off. Generally you use the fence for safety purposes, but there are some places where you cannot use the fence, and this is one of them. Take this insert out. I have a table saw insert here with a splitter, and the splitter is, this is a thin blade, it's a little bit less than 1/8, so I have a splitter that's matched to that. And I already measured this wood, and it's pretty much right at an inch thick. So what I will do is I want to split it down the middle. I'll set the fence so that 1/2 inch is right in the middle of the blade. That was tied up against the fence. Use a feather board. The feather board will keep that wood tied up against the fence. That way. Stops. I have two pieces. Remember, the blade is about a little less than an 1/8 inch thick, so I have two pieces that are they're right at 3/8. They're a little bit rough.
That's what I wanted.